Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now join Blake, Christian, and Mark as they have fun going through the crazy wrestling world. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now let's start the show.
Live from Anaheim Studios in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can link to the Generation Evolution for Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. I'm Mike.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark. And as you can see, I'm always very organizing the studio a little bit. I'm never happy. Anyway, Christian, you requested this intro. What are we starting this show with? This is definitely out of my genre. This is not my genre. What do we like? Christian, what do we like?
First off, it's Motionless in White.
Okay, sorry.
Motionless White, Afraid of the Dark. I think one of their newer songs, I think.
I was typing fast, so I was typing very, very fast.
Also, Motionless White, if you probably don't know, already know, same people made Re-Earthly Steve.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Did not.
I think it was the WrestleMania. I know they sung her out the WrestleMania. I forgot which WrestleMania it was.
Oh, one of them.
Was it 41?
I think it was the one with Beck versus Becky.
I don't remember what year that was, honestly. But it was either 40 or 41. I don't remember what year. But, all right. So, it is a Wednesday because normally we want Thursday, but this one's got to meet tomorrow night, and this one's going out of town Friday. So, in order to get the show with the three of us, here we are. Real fast, as I said on last week's show, I hinted this at the very end of the show. If you're looking for a Double or Nothing preview, that will be coming on Friday. Me and John will be sitting down on Friday when he's on a plane and he's in school. So I'll be doing that on Friday. So put things up this week. This will not be the first time we do this. It's going to be a couple of times through the summer. I've already seen the schedule.
But for him, he has to care about the weather here on Saturday.
I don't understand why. But anyway, just so everybody knows, that is the plan. And in June, this is going to happen in the last week of June as well, because there's 3 pay-per-views on the same weekend in June. So that'll be a discussion we have later. But anyway, let's get into the show today. We're going to try to get through this a little faster so that we can get the Dynamite live. It's tonight, the 3-hour Dynamite closing special tonight. So I want to get through it and not be up all night long. What?
3 hours.
I just said that. I literally just said that. So let's get into things right away.
What's topic? Where's it going? Mark will probably be confused and Christian will give him shit for it. It's the question of the week.
So, by the way, if anyone notices, this one's scratching his shoulder. He got a really bad sunburn over the weekend, and he's just now recovering from it. So, if people are wondering why if he's randomly scratching and ignoring things, he's peeling his sunburn.
If you see me scratching here or here, yeah.
It's literally just peeling sunburn if nothing else is wrong. Just so we know that. But anyway, we had no responses last discussion of the week. That's fine. It happens. I'm getting really sick of people liking the post and not commenting on them, but that's the thing going on right now. But
I don't know what they're afraid of.
But you know how we are. We put up questions, we get 87 answers, or we get nothing. There's never an in between. You know that. So
True.
But this week I brought out a graphic, and I have a whole folder of graphics in my Dropbox. And I figured, since me and him are going to see the Mandalorian Grogu this weekend, I bring up movie snacks. And you can $15 on the perfect movie snack app there.
Okay, I got
and there's
it.
the board right there. Who's you want to go first then? If you already know where to go.
Pretzel bites.
Duh.
That's 8, so that will leave me with 7 left.
Yep.
Is that beer in the bottom right corner?
There's a beer and a glass of wine at the
And
bottom.
that's soda, and I guess that's
It's icy. It's icy.
Yeah.
slushie. Okay, so
Yeah, it's icy. Yeah.
give me a good slushie. I'm gonna refill it 3 times.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
There you go.
So that's $3 plus 8. That's 11. That is 11, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
8 and 3 is 11. Yeah.
Yes.
And then for my last, it gives me $4 left. So give me some Sour Patch Kids and some M&M's.
There you go. I'm not a big popcorn person, ironically. I'm really not. But
Okay, so it's regular popcorn, cheesy popcorn. Is that caramel popcorn?
yes, caramel popcorn on the end. So I'm gonna go pretzels. Obviously, I love my pretzels.
Do they sell pizza and hot dogs at the movie theater?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they
ours.
do.
They do at ours. It's a different thing. But there's actually a pizza area. It's a place
Oh, okay,
right next
that's
door to
fine.
the bring to the best snack shack. There's a pizza
Right.
place. It takes a while, but there is a pizza place. And it'll bring it to your seat sometimes if you bring it to your seat.
Pizza and burgers.
I'll bring it to your seat during previews. So, but anyway, so pretzels straight up. I need my soda, so
You
that's
cannot go wrong with
$9.
pretzel bites.
No, it's my thing. $9 straight up there, and then he just made that shot, by the way.
It bounced out, bounced back in.
That's pretty good because the garbage is almost full. So anyway, M&M's and a where am I at?
What M&M though?
I just lost track of my numbers. Where was I?
You said pretzel bites?
I was at $9. I was at $9. So okay, I'm 11. So regular M&M's, some Bunch of Crunch.
That's it.
That's 13.
That's 15.
15. No, we're good.
Yeah, so it's because you had pretzel bites?
Yeah. You're right.
Wait, you got a dollar left over.
Then I'll just get an AC and give it to you.
Yeah! I know, you can refill your soda.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to go with regular popcorn with butter. I'm going to go with the cheesy popcorn, so that's 10. I'm going to take 2 refills of soda, so it's 12. And then I'm going to go with a peanut M&M,
Okay.
a Twizzlers. So I got $1 left.
$1.
Then I will take it and follow it up with a little wine.
By the way, I was wrong. You do have $2 though.
Oh, then I'll take a peanut. Okay.
There you go.
I was going to say, the math didn't make sense in my head, but I could have been wrong.
The math, I thought I miscounted because I said, you said pretzel bites and a soda, that's 9. And then you said M&M's, which is 11. And then what's the other one you said?
I said Bunch of Crunch.
Yes.
That's,
You're right. I was $2 off.
Yeah.
No big deal. It's what it is.
It is what it is. We want to do it right here.
It's all good. All good. I'll put that up for everybody to enjoy. And please comment. This should get some numbers. I actually, because of the weekend, it's a good weekend, so we might actually get some answers on this one.
Memorial Weekend movie.
Well, it's also Star Wars weekend. The Star Wars weekend, more importantly.
Yep.
So, anyway, let's get into things. We're going to do these a little out of order today, and there's reasons for my madness, as it always is. So, we're going to do title changes
Thank
first.
God.
There's 2 title changes first. And we went off the air last week. We did the show on Thursday last week, right? We did the show on
Yes.
Thursday. Impact happened right after we were done. I watched Impact on Friday. And you want to see a deflated fucking crowd. Oh my Lord. Have Leon Slater lose the X Division Championship right as he's about to break the all-time record for the longest reign.
Jesus.
Talk about deflating a crowd. Like, oh my God, it's killed the crowd.
Did Cedric take some serious heat then, I take it?
Oh, well, it was a 2 out of 3 falls match. It was a good match.
Okay.
And it was a really entertaining match. The problem is, okay, I'm going to go here with this. I do my damnedest to avoid spoilers. I really do my damnedest. It's hard to avoid spoilers when people are like, oh, Giovanni Vinci's on the show. Oh my God. I don't deal with Spock Off TV and Anchor enough to be spoiled for the main event I've been waiting a month for. And I understand it's a tape delayed show,
Right.
but fucking hell, like, come on, people, be better. Be better. Maybe an Anchor is not that big of a deal to spoil the main event of this show with a massive main event.
Was that the main event?
Yes, the main event was an exhibition title match, 2 out of 3 falls. 2 out of 3 falls for the title with the streak on the line. And they spoiled it by someone saying, maybe an Anchor debuted, and then it was, then you see Cedric holding the belt. I'm like, fuck you all. Come on. That's just mean. Like, come on. But anyway, I was going to pick up my notes here. He tied the record at 298 days as champion, tying Austin Aries' record. Oh, and another thing.
A double?
another thing. If you're going to have this big record, Impact, this big record, can you at least say who holds the record? Because Austin Aries apparently had this very bad out with TNA years ago, so now they refuse to say his name. Fine. Then how do Leon break the records? You don't have to talk about him. He'll make the damn record. Instead of awkwardly saying he's going to tie this record and never actually tell us who held it and knows that I do. Because that big graphic up on Friday after they put his Q&A show up. That's the only reason I knew it was Austin Aries. I did not know that because I wasn't watching in that time period. So I did not know that. So, God damn it, people.
Wouldn't it be easier just to break the streak then?
And then you don't have to talk about it. If you have this with the that is fine. I understand that completely. There's a lot of shit that happens in WWE you don't want to talk about. I understand it. And I understand. I found out why I have issues with Austin Aries. Apparently, he no-sold.
Yep, I know.
I'm telling people I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I didn't know. I forgot about this. Yeah. I forgot. I remember seeing it now, but I forgot about it. I haven't to blame people. But for those who don't know, Austin Aries no-sold the finish of a match against Johnny Impact by losing the title and then literally getting up and walking away
while Johnny's
celebrating the title. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But like, fine, if you don't want to talk about the guy, just have the unwritten record and then have Cedric beat up for the title.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. You can do that on Impact this week or as a thing. I don't understand what the point of all this was. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But whatever. It's TNA. It's TNA for you. I don't understand the point of some of this stuff sometimes. But like, whatever. It's TNA for you. There it is. TNA history's fascinating.
No, it's not.
But anyway, let's move on. Friday. Did you know Ring of Honor had a pay-per-view this weekend?
No.
Neither did I.
Supercard Runner?
I know who that was this weekend.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. You knew?
Yeah.
How did you know when I didn't know?
I got feedback on my phone.
Did you know before the show happened?
Yes, because they were advertising. Yes.
Where were they advertising it?
Oh my God.
I'm serious. Where were they advertising the show? I watch AEW every week. And I watch more AEW than you do. And I've never seen an advertising for the show.
Would you believe it came up on an A&E network?
I don't watch that, so I wouldn't know that. So
There's your answer.
So anyway, apparently there was a Ring of Honor show last weekend. And we did have a title change at this show. And it was the it was the 6-man tag team championships in Ring of Honor. Dalton Castle and the Outrunners beat
What a God's green earth?
They've actually been tagging for a while. They pop up on Collision every so often. By the way, the Outrunners gimmick is so much fun high. I'm not going to bullshit you. The Outrunners gimmick is hilarious high. There's so much entertaining when you're high. Just be honest here. But anyway, Dalton Castle and the Outrunners beat Shane Taylor Promotions to win the 6-man tag team championships.
Thank God.
And nobody cared. Nobody cared.
Can you play my favorite clip? This is what I feel about this.
Are you going to waste my fucking time again? So that is that.
That's all. You know, that's also for TNA. There you go.
Are you going to waste my fucking time again?
Thank you, Kyle Newman.
So
my friend thought his name was Kyle Newman. I had to correct him.
Kyle, oh yeah, it's not spelled. It's different.
Callum.
Callum Newman, yes. I can understand if you're fast. That's a mistake. I understand. I get.
I get it, but I just had to correct him somehow.
Okay.
But he heard Kyle Newman. I was like, that is. I was like, who? And he's like, the youngest New Japan champion. I was like, that is not right.
So you're never gonna get that correct. You're never gonna get it correct with you. Do your friend tell you what you want?
I think the only one I told is the one who watches New Japan, which is Rage. But yes, he does know. Because my friend Rubian doesn't watch anything outside WWE from when Seth Rollins debuted.
Okay, fair enough.
And then Deadpool watches indie stuff.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, that's going to be my segue into.
You have entered media mode. You have entered media mode.
So, this guy should. Oh, perfect timing on that punch. That was perfect timing! Like, damn! Couldn't have played up better if you tried. Like, damn! So, but,
how dare you?
Anyway, my segue to there was because I wanted to do the little out of order because of Dalton Castle. In the first segment of media mode. You know how they do the press conferences after AEW pay-per-views? They do the same thing for Ring of Honor. Yeah. Apparently, the press conference is longer than the pay-per-view. Apparently, from what I heard.
There's a fly in here, so you see me swatting shit. That's what it is.
He easily distracted people. He's distracted by a racket, I think, on his pants, and he's distracted by a sunburn, distracted by a fly.
Why just do this to fidget?
No, this. I'm talking about this on the side of your leg. The zipper thing. I saw you playing with that a minute ago. But anyway, let's talk about this. I don't even have context for the clip, but it made me laugh so hard that I had to share it here. This is Tony Khan and Dalton Castle at the press conference in literally 4 seconds of stupid.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hilarious.
What are you gonna do? Arm wrestle?
No, they're doing the pose that the arm runners do. They're doing except you didn't say you son of a bitch. That's what they said. You son of a bitch.
They could have said
Did she
it.
say that?
That's what the arm runners do.
What?
They could
You
have
didn't
said
notice
it.
that? When the arm runners do that arm thing that
Oh, and they
they
do the elbow drop thing?
they actually yell, "You son of a bitch!" every time. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It makes me laugh every time. That's what everyone just watched him and he's thinking like they yell, "You son of a crud!" yells at my This is
But here's the thing: you could have said it, and it would have been no harm, no foul.
so.
Just quote Gabe Kidd.
I just thought that was funny.
No one gives a shit because he said fuck 15 times in a matter of like 2 minutes.
So somebody's got to tell me how Dan Housen became ESPN's mascot.
Oh, God.
How did he become ESPN's mascot?
Oh, dear God.
Oh, that's because of the
Good luck.
curse.
Oh, dear
No,
God.
look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Can we zoom in on that face right there?
I don't understand what's going on.
I like it how he's holding the Emmy. I really.
Like, him at the sports center, this is not something I ever thought I'd see in my life.
It's not an Emmy donuts. What is it called?
No, it's an Emmy. It's an Emmy. It's an Emmy. It's an Emmy. No, Emmy House like that, but you don't want to mess with the Emmys.
I know.
But so, this picture, this could have been enough. This could have been enough for this show.
Okay.
And then this morning, I was looking for highlights from the Knicks game. And
No! Hey! Oh, you didn't start first take housing yet, did you? You get stuck in traffic.
I'm happy to have the company, but if you're going to be here, absolutely no curses today.
Oh, no one paid me off today, so you're all good. No human money was exchanged for cursings.
Welcome to the wrong show.
I know you better be nice. Why are you grabbing a seat? Why are you sitting there? You better be nice. About my Knicks today. No curses.
You better
No
pay
curses.
me.
You understand me?
Yeah, you better pay me off.
How much? How much is it gonna cost?
We'll talk.
I mean, I'm
Anyways.
desperate. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm desperate. Whatever it takes.
All right. I'll send you a check. You blank check, you fill it out and send it back to me. Yeah?
If you're going to sit here, what show starts right now?
We're ready for first take housing.
for those who don't know, First Take is actually the morning show on ESPN. That's the morning
Oh, dear God.
It's get up, and then it's First Take, and then it's Pat McAfee show. So how the ESPN lineup goes.
Oh my God! Has he made an appearance on Path?
I don't know.
Yeah, I hope not.
But so that
No. Show up, Kurt, Pat, and leave.
so see, that would have been enough.
There you go.
That also would have been enough.
Instead of stack him, smash him, curse him, leave, and just curse him again or some shit.
But so you know that would have been enough. But Dave's talking about the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
So last night we're doing something. What are you looking at? It's distracting me. What are you doing? Can you please look at the screen or the microphone thing? Not over here.
Hang on.
There's too much stuff over here.
All right, I got it.
But anyway, the last night at the Massacre Garden, it was the Knicks in Cleveland. Apparently, on the pre-show, Danhausen was in the house at the Garden.
Wow.
Danhausen was in the house at the Garden, and this picture popped up places. Or the Danhausen jersey. He's the Danhausen jersey now. But he. Remember the last time we heard from him in the Knicks, he cursed the Knicks. They lost a couple, and then he uncursed them, and they won 7 straight games. And they won the Eastern Conference Finals. Last night was the first Eastern Conference Finals game that's been in Madison Garden since '99.
Oh my God, he's got basketball shoes on.
Yes. They say evil on him, by the way. You can't see them, but they do say evil, very evil on him, by the way. But anyway, he apparently during halftime, he cursed Cleveland. This all turned around where Cleveland, historically, is a big deal, blew a 22-point lead And the Knicks won the game in overtime.
Jesus Christ.
It was one of the biggest ballparks in conference finals history. One of the biggest choke jobs ever.
So
If that doesn't show that a curse is real, I don't know.
yeah, I was gonna say if you're not a believer of the Danhausen curse, then
Yeah, I saw something on Threads earlier. Like, if you don't believe me, then explain the Cleveland Cavaliers last night. Explain that last night. Like that's one of those moments. Like, what the fuck happened here? Like, what going on?
and now the Cavaliers are paying Danhausen to uncurse him.
Like, holy crap! So, all right,
Send him a blank check.
NXT had house shows last
Wait,
weekend.
quick question about the blank check. Shouldn't he send him a check and the Danhausen write what he wants and then send it back for him to sign it?
That's the whole gag.
Yeah.
It's the whole gag.
Yeah.
He said it backwards on purpose.
Okay.
That's literally the gag.
No,
No, the joke was he said it backwards.
Okay.
That's literally the joke. That's literally the joke.
Okay, but
No, you're right. You're right. 100% right. You're 100% right.
I ate it. She's like, I know he
No,
said it wrong on
you
purpose.
are correct. You are correct.
I knew he said it wrong on purpose.
You're 100% correct.
But I just want to make sure I know it.
You are 100% correct.
Okay.
That's why he's Danhausen.
Yeah, you're 100% correct.
I know he said it wrong on purpose. I just want to make
No,
sure.
you are right. You are right.
Okay, we're good.
Anyway,
We're
so
good.
NXT had house shows this weekend. NXT had house shows this weekend. And if anyone's trying to pack it, I think house shows, it doesn't matter how many there were. If anyone's trying to pack it on NXT this weekend, NXT put over their house show circuit as the most fun place in the history of mankind to be at on Tuesday. That's how you do it. That was so brilliant for NXT. It was one of the best packages I've ever seen to put together on NXT for a house show. Perfect. Please come to the Midwest again, by the way. We missed you. It's been a long time. It's been a very, very long time. It's been what, it was our last show of the pandemic.
Yeah.
That was our last show of the pandemic. But anyway, this video popped up from Bayley. She was on the show this week. She was one of her, Penta, and Grayson Waller were the special guests on the house show tour. But this video popped up. It is Bayley, not Ren Sinclair, because Ren Sinclair is her, Tim Paxley, and Kendall Gray. Yeah. After that, they got attacked, but we're playing because I love that clip. And it was just fun to watch. I just wanted to share that clip.
Oh, doing the tandem pose, correct?
That was awesome. That was just all awesome. I'm like, that is awesome. You could tell they practiced that beforehand, and that was so well timed.
Yeah.
So, and finally,
And you can tell because the other two didn't fall.
that and they're also having fun. You can tell how much fun they were having.
Because I'm gonna be honest, trying to do that on a very thin rope is a recipe for falling.
Especially if you've never done it before.
Yes.
Especially if you've never done it before.
Because there was a short of people trying to recreate entrances. The Tatum one they could not get.
Obviously,
No matter how
yeah.
much they tried.
So,
4 attempts and they kept on falling.
all right. Finally, this is my segue to the main news, the big main news story. Apparently, I put this up as a joke on Monday night. But Chris Bennett, I'm not going to talk about the main news story, top news story in a minute. But Chris Bennett put this picture up. And I took it and sent it and put it on my Threads account as a joke. As a total joke. And you can see the likes and everything on the bottom so far. On the very bottom is already 14 likes and 3 shares. And only one of those is me. And only one of those is me. And my exact quote, I love this. If I had a nickel for every time Brock Lesnar tore his pants on Raw, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it happened twice. And we were so annoyed about what was going on. I totally missed this. But
doesn't he feel a draft?
Oh no, okay. I got something for the next thing.
so that being said, and this is going to be the weirdest segue out of this, but I have to hit this. Come on, press that. Yeah. Brock Lesnar's back.
Oh
Brock Lesnar's back. Okay. I almost feel bad for us for doing that a whole talking about his career back after Mania because we're all dumb. We should have known. We should have known. We should have known that. We all should have known better. Brock's back. I don't know why we're all surprised by this at all. Yeah, SummerSlam coming up from Minnesota. I don't know why anyone's surprised about this, honestly.
So basically, the boots and the gloves are just saying, "I'm taking a break, but I'll be back."
I think from what I was I think it was the way I've been hearing it on podcasts. Somebody, I think it was Red Collar, I'm not sure who made it perfect. Maybe Rich Man.
Okay.
Did it perfectly. He put this. He lost the match. This is all in canon. Going canon in the storyline. That he lost the match, realized he was outpowered. Like, maybe I can't do this anymore. Took his stuff off, put it in the ring, and retired. Mm-hmm. And then went home. Couldn't sleep. Had trouble. And then his wife told him, get your ass out and go back to work and figure this out. Because he was having trouble. This is all canon, obviously. And then he went back to work, and that's where we are now. If that's the story, I'm actually okay with it. I'm actually 100% okay if that's the story they're going to tell. But that's at least a realistic athlete story. That's actually realistic.
Even if he wasn't told, he could look himself in the mirror and say, you got to finish this.
Or if he had trouble sleeping, or it's a mental issue, or Heyman was talking to him, or whatever it is, that's a realistic athletic story. That's totally real. I call it the Aaron Rodgers story. But
actually, I can honestly see Sable telling him to get your head out of your ass and go back to work.
Yeah, like I said, I call it the Aaron Rodgers story.
That's set up for why he came back. He wanted a match against Obafemi. But for the love of God, I don't think Paul Heyman knew what to set his name. What do you call him? Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar.
Sorry, no, you're wrong. We're all wrong. Brock Lesnar retired, not Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar versus Obafemi. That is exactly what's going to happen. Lesnar's retired, but Lesnar is not.
We're going to discuss this more on next week's show.
Okay.
Because it's going to be part of Clash in Italy, which... What the fuck? What's going on in Italy? If they're getting that match, Roman and Jacob Fatu and Cody and Gunther all on the same show. How the hell did that happen? Like, holy shit.
That's because this is their first PLE.
He's fine.
I was literally trying to read it, and he put his hands right there.
Oh, you were fine. Okay, there's nothing to read right now. You're good.
It's Italy's first PLE with WWE. So.
But I think, goddamn, they stacked the show. We'll talk about more next week, obviously. We'll talk about more next week. But, like, that's a stacked ass show. So, but again, it's thoughts on Brock, or we're going to talk about more next week when we get to Clash in Italy.
Next week.
Okay. Let's get the Saturday night main event. To their credit, and I know my friend Josh was like, wow, this is a crappy card. I'm like, this might be one of the best Saturday night main event cards they put together since Cody KO and that first one.
Mm-hmm.
This might be one of the best ones they put together. I know Roman's not here, no Cody's not here, but they have shit going on in Windley the week after. This is a damn good card. This is a damn good card. And it's mostly women matches.
Yeah.
We start off with Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. This is a trio I did not expect us to do officially. Versus Jade Cargill, Beachy, and B-Fab.
Friends and benefits, +1.
Is this as simple as an all-star team beat Jade Cargill and friends? Or are they not going to go along? What do we think?
Jade Cargill.
No.
Yeah, because she did first. You talk him.
Jade Cargill and
Jade and friends.
I was trying to think of a joke, but I can't think of anything. Jade and friends beat the three of them, and Alexa gets pinned because apparently ever since she came back, she's been the one getting pinned.
Except for they were champions.
But when they lost, Alexa Bliss has been the one taking the pin.
Because it's Charlotte. That's why. Because it's Charlotte.
I know. But Charlotte and Rhea will argue. Both get taken out. Alexa gets left alone and just got jumped, and then that's that.
No, I think I'm different. I think I'm going to go with the friends +1. Only because I think they want to get Jade and her friends and send them a message like, we're not going to take your shit lying down. We're going to kick your ass. And, here's where we start.
I'm going to go with what you said, but pick somebody else to get pinned. I think it's going to be Jade and friends winning, and Jade's going to pin Charlotte. Setting up a Jade Charlotte one-on-one match, non-title. Because you don't need a title to have that match. You don't need it. Rhea can go on and do other things.
I don't think either of them are champions.
That's my point. That's my point. Because a lot of people are saying have Rhea get pinned and set up another Jade Rhea match. Don't do that.
No.
Have Jade pin Charlotte. And then you actually have a legitimate non-title feud you can do. You don't do it very often in the division. An actual legitimate non-title feud. And these two are perfect for it.
When was the last time there was a non-title feud?
Probably back in 80 before the Intercontinental Championship got involved again. We don't do it often. We really don't. No. Maybe Natty and Maxine.
Yeah.
That might be the only one I can think of off the top of my head. That might be the only thing I can think of. NXT does it all the time. We don't get on the main roster that much. We just don't get it up on the main roster. But I mean, after I see it happen, I can totally see them setting up a Charlotte Jade match. Even if you want to main event SmackDown, you don't even have to do it on a PLE. You can just main event SmackDown with it, and there you go. And you can sell that because Charlotte main event SmackDown. That's not a big deal. I mean, that's not a bad deal at all. So this next match has changed 3 times now. It is the Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch taking on Toruka. This went from a non-title match to a title match back to a non-title match. All in a matter of 24 hours. This match has changed.
Okay, so officially it's non-title.
Officially, as of WWE this morning, without putting this together, it's non-title. As of this morning.
2 minutes before the show goes live, it's a title match.
I figured Adam Pearce, Ken Cannon was Rich Man was that Adam Pearce made the match pick off Becky. She made it the title match pick off Becky. But now that it's non-title, so it's what?
It all depends if they're going to change it at the last minute.
Well, if it's not, my point is, if it's non-title,
okay,
if the match stays non-title, Souls win. That's what I think is going to happen. And then you have the title match.
Yeah, that would make...
Because the whole thing Becky said she hasn't won a match yet, so she deserves a title match. Fine.
Right.
So we'll get her first eventual main roster winner, Rebecca.
And then she deserves a title match.
That's exactly what it's going to be. And automatically you put the champion get a 10 shot. So that's how I'm looking at it.
Yep.
Is that the rule for everything?
Pretty much. I mean, but that's how I'm looking at it. What do you got? The same thing?
Yeah.
It makes sense to me in my brain. Like, it was a non-title match.
If it's a title match, then Jessica Carr wins.
Jessica Carr wins. Unfortunately, the title match Becky wins. I think it's a title match Becky wins. But the non-title, it makes sense. You know? So moving on.
Speaking of Soul Ruka, though.
Yes.
Are they going to treat the Soul Snatcher like a goddamn one-winged angel?
They pretty much did that in NXT, and so Zarya beat it out of it.
Well, it's still with the one-winged angel, only one person.
I was it. Zarya was the only one in NXT.
No, what I'm saying is, if it becomes a title match, and Soul hits it, but then the referee's out.
But then
that would still keep both of them safe.
Exactly. No, I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you.
If it's a title, then he's not going to kick out. She's going to win with the Soul Snatcher. But if it's a title match, then it's going to be like always where it hits the finisher, but then ref comes down and then.
I'm with you. I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm with you. I follow what you're saying.
Okay,
I follow what you're saying.
Because you still get this.
You still get the but the whole thing is, it's much like the one-minute angel, where no one kicked out of it at a 3 count. If it's like 10, 15, 20 seconds later, 30 seconds later, it's different.
But
no,
also,
I'm with you.
What I'm saying is, most of the time when it comes to those kind of spots where the ref is down, a finisher gets hit, and the crowd counts, but the ref is out cold, so you don't.
That's there's
no
100%. I'm 100% following your opinion.
So then the face, it's majority time is the face. Let's go with the pin, gets the ref back up, and then the heel hits a finisher, and it's a post count.
I'm with you. I'm completely following
exactly. I'm not saying it's like an MJF Kenny situation where the One-Winged Angel 20 seconds go by and MJF kicks out.
And to their credit, by the way, that did not come out because all people said that. But MJF can brag about it at the same time. That is actually perfect for both men. Because MJF is so brag about it, even though it doesn't really count for that point.
Again, the only person who's officially ever kicked out of it.
Besides Kenny himself.
Besides Kenny himself. Is Kota Ibushi and Rhea Ripley.
I go that into you. So
but all jokes aside, it was pretty cool seeing Jade hit a One-Winged Angel or Sandstorm at WrestleMania.
And her finisher now, apparently. So.
That's you know what though?
And her size, that's impressive.
Also,
her size,
it's a good secondary finisher from the Jade.
And you can hit it for anybody if he's done it right.
I think no offense, I think the only person she probably can't hit on is Nia unless she puts on top rope.
Even then, no, she's strong enough she can pull it off. She's strong enough.
Or she can be like Oba and be smart, put her on the top rope, and then hit like what.
So speaking of strength, Big Show, Paul Wright was interviewed the other day. I don't know who was interviewed by. I struck clip. I don't know who was interviewed by, but he was asked about.
TV?
No, it wasn't TV. It was TV. I would trust me. TV. Different interview. I don't think the TV part. Right? It was a different interview. I don't know what interview it was, but I didn't see the interviewer, so I don't know who it was. But
I just zoomed in on him.
It was just a clip of him talking, but because they were cutting the clips. They're cutting the clips. But it was talking about him versus John Cena the first time, back at WrestleMania 20, where Vince did not believe that Cena could pick up Big Show.
Well, I'll be damned.
Cena did not believe it, but Paul knew. Paul knew Cena could do it. But then I crashed back and Vince was like, well, damn. Well, damn.
Well, the problem is...
There goes your theory.
Most people don't see Cena that strong because most of his opponents are like his size. But when you put him against like Mark Henry, Big Show, Great Khali,
and also, do you remember the double spot? At WrestleMania 24, it was Cena versus Edge and Big Show, and he did picked both of them up.
but then Edge got down.
Oh no! But the whole story is this. The whole story is this. He told Show, "I want to do this move, but I need you to lose a little weight. I need you to lose a little bit of weight so that I can do it. Because he practiced on weights at the gym, and he said, I can't go higher than this. I need you to lose a little bit of weight to pull this off, and I can't ask Edge to do it because he already weighs too little as it is."
And the Big Show, as the guy he is, did that.
He did it for John. Well, he's right. I'll do it for John. Nobody else will do it for John.
because Cena is one of the most safest wrestlers you could be around.
Absolutely. So, I just want to tell that story. I remember that story we were talking about
Yeah,
outside.
because he was working out at the gym by his house.
In his basement, as his garage basement.
Right.
His garage.
And he was squatting over 400.
Yeah, actually, no, it was 600 pounds he was squatting at that time.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It was 600. The record at his, because they talked about the Stephanie show. They were actually, they went to Cena's gym on Stephanie's show, and he showed he had like a chart. He has a number, it was 655 pounds one squat. He has the record in his own gym, barely, because apparently somebody has 650 right below. But he set the record at 655. So, yeah, that's a legit number. It was from his gym, so it's 100% legit.
and then you're wondering why his lower back is giving him issues. There you go.
So, all right, let's move on.
We're doing all those goddamn double A's.
Yeah, there you go.
3 title matches. Yeah, 3 title
Look at how
matches.
we went from Kenny Omega to John Cena.
When you mentioned Jade and you mentioned strength, and that's what I remember that story. I did an interview the other day, and that's why I remember it when you
Tell
said
me,
it.
I don't think a conversation ever will go from Kenny Omega to John Cena.
Not when you also when you we're talking about Jade Cargill and Paul right in the middle of it. It was even weirder. Because Kenny John Cena David, but the other way in there because it's weird, right? Anyway,
But we made it there. Anyways, next.
that's what we're talking about. We have a women's tag team title match. You asked me during Raw, what do you think of that drop the title? And I said to you straight up, I don't know. It is Paige and Brie Bella defending the women's tag team championship against the Irresistible Forces. Last legend, Nia Jax.
Please drop the title.
Yeah, you asked me on Monday, and I literally said to you, and I wasn't even trying to be annoying, because you asked me every time they defend the title, and I have to answer you the exact same way. I don't know. Because I figured they were going to drop the belt immediately, like they've done in the past with stuff like this. I never expected them to hold the belt this long. I really did not expect it. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. And what's with you?
I'm not.
Okay, go ahead.
Go.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
I'll speak.
You forgot what you were going to say. Go.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not mad that they won the titles. No. But why do you still have them?
No, I'm with you, 100%.
Like,
And I love Paige. I miss Paige. I miss this Paige. Like, I miss this Paige so much.
Paige won the title. Everyone's happy. Why this long? Is the question I want to know.
And you defended the titles like 4 times, but I don't mind. I love the fact that they defended the titles. Don't get me wrong.
But they beat teams that should have beat them. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The team who I thought was gonna beat them was gonna be Judgment Day.
I thought that was gonna happen. I really did.
thought was it.
If it wasn't that they announced this match, they announced this match already. So maybe this is it.
I really thought Raquel and Roxanne were gonna win.
The only reason I didn't think it was gonna happen was because they already announced this match.
Yes,
That's the only reason. That's the only reason. I think this is the night. Because Ariel first had the belts originally, and they took them off. It took them off. They took them off because of the whole thing with Paige coming back. Completely fair. But now it's back on them. It's back on them.
And then have someone beat theirs as sports.
Or just have a long reign. Or just have them have a long reign. Like they were doing it for me, and they were having a long reign.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not really saying. Like, take your time now.
Or I do see a title change, and Madison Square Garden is the best place.
No. Okay, first of all, I made a mistake. This is not the Garden show. The one in July at the Garden show. I made a mistake. That's why I never said the Garden.
Okay.
That's why I never said the Garden. I made a mistake. I had the wrong graphic.
Okay. So you have Bree's sister.
Nikki's hurt. Dad, she just had surgery.
Okay.
She just had surgery.
Okay.
Right after Mania, she had surgery.
Okay.
She's not going to be able to get in the ring anytime soon.
Okay.
but also for love God, don't get in there.
But Nikki's not going to be able to do that right now.
Okay.
Like, so,
Well, there we go. Here is Super Forces win next match.
okay, next up, let's go to the other tag. Let's go to the Raw tag and SmackDown tag team champions. I think people forget that happen. They exist sometimes. But over on Raw, we have Division. Logan Paul and Austin Theory defending against the Street Profits. As much as I would love to see them take the belt off Division, I just don't see it yet. Mainly because they're doing some weird thing with the Profits and Seth Rollins right now. and I can see them not having Seth Rollins interfering, and then Braun Breaker interfering, doing the whole thing, and then in the background, also interfering at the pin. Like in the background. I totally see that happening. 100%.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
So it's Austin Theory and who?
Logan Paul. Paul.
Fire Logan
But
Paul.
anyway, that's I just see it happening. I just see them having a cheap win by Austin Theory because of all the chaos going on around the ring with the Vision and the Prophet and Seth. Mark, what do you think while he's rubbing his eyes?
Actually, I would like the Street Profits to get belts and then lose them at SummerSlam.
It's only one.
Okay.
See, give me a second.
Yeah, he did something wrong with Iowa was talking.
But I don't know. Do we have any type of word on when the other part of the Vision's coming back?
Reed, not for a while. Not for a while. He had major surgery. He had major surgery. So no, not for a while. Not for a while.
I want the Profits to win, but like you said, it's probably going to be some clusterfuck of a match.
Yeah, because of the Seth and LA Knight and Joe Hendry and a whole many people involved in this feud.
At this point, it's going to be an 8-on-8.
If we weren't in
Wait, no, sorry, no, that's not right.
No, you're fine. It's just a 4-4.
No, who's the fourth guy for Vision?
Oh, yeah, it would be 3-on-3. It would be 3-on-8. But they would need a fourth person.
That's what.
And if Bronson Reed isn't back,
Yeah, that's what I was just saying because my math is not.
they'll bring
matching.
somebody else then. They'll figure something out.
Breaker, Dumbass, and Theory.
They'll figure something out. They'll figure
And then
something out.
it's Dawkins, Ford, Seth, and
And Hendry, if they do it. If they do that.
Because
match.
Dominic Mysterio.
He's in the Judgment Day.
For what? God green.
And he's also in a feud with Cabela right now. Like, he's
Gosh
busy.
darn it! Why'd you say that?
He's busy. He's legitimately busy. He's in 2 feuds right now. He's in 2 different things right now. He's in 2 companies defending a title right now. Like, he's a little busy.
Let me clarify. The world title.
He's a AAA Mega Championship. You forget that sometimes. You forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's your point.
This will be eventually a big match. I could see.
I remember what I was going to say too. I remember what I was
I
going to say.
could see if they really want to take it that long, they can have something for a war.
That's actually what I was saying. You're my mind. You're my mind. I was going to say, if we were closer to the end of the year, I say we're leading the War Games. I just think if we were closer to the end of the year.
But knowing.
Let's continue.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Correct me. But what I could see, because they do, Paul could drag this out a little bit.
I know, but that's a long time.
I know that's the problem.
Long time.
That's the problem I'm seeing. Or what they could do is do a tornado tag match
That I can see.
in a pay-per-view. That could be Clash in Italy, probably maybe a next pay-per-view if they want to bring it that long.
All right, next one I think is Saudi. Is that Saudi Night Champions? I look at the schedule. I look at the schedule. I love my phone.
I want it like a good, like on a good.
SummerSlam would be the next big one.
That's what I'm saying.
SummerSlam would be the next big
SummerSlam,
one.
but I know, knowing Paul, he could bring it that long.
Yeah, that SummerSlam makes more sense to me than waiting till Saturday.
But they probably could do some kind of tag match there. But it would be Joe Hendry, Seth Rollins, the Street Profits versus The Vision, and maybe someone else.
Yeah, looking at the calendar, June 20, your birthday. On your birthday, that is happening in Saudi Arabia.
What a birthday.
And then July is the Saturday. Okay, I'll wait through. You good? Sorry, good. July is the Saturday night main event at the Garden, and then August is SummerSlam.
Yeah, I could see SummerSlam happening.
Yeah.
They're not waiting to Survivor Series.
And then Money in the Bank is September. So
But I really want to know, if this is not going to be Survivor, what the hell are they going to do?
I don't know what the plan here is. I honestly don't know what the plan here is.
The other thing that
It's not a 4-year storyline they can have this time.
The other thing that questions in my mind is, where do we see CM Punk coming back?
I don't know. I don't think he's taking a break. Let him take a break. He was world champion and he got an epic match at Mania. Let him take a break. He's allowed.
The better main event.
Probably by SummerSlam. I expect him to be at SummerSlam. So probably do something for SummerSlam. So
When do you think? Okay, wasn't this?
What?
Give me a second. SummerSlam, wasn't that where everyone thought Brock was going to retire?
That would be the night that Brock officially has his last match if they do it.
Okay.
It's in Minnesota. It's in Minnesota. So
Actually, I do then. Brock beats Oba. But it takes a lot to beat Oba. And then the third and final match, SummerSlam, Brock retires officially.
You know what's funny? I would almost run up here and do that match at the Garden.
Okay.
You have Madison Garden and Dave SummerSlam for like a commentator or something. That's what I would do.
God damn it.
Because you know what? You need something to headline that Madison Square Garden and Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
And Brock over 3? Holy fuck. That would be an amazing main event.
If they have Brock beat over.
If they do a third match and they do time, which fine, if they do that fine, lead into a big match, do it at the Garden, holy shit.
No pun intended. A big match.
But that would be a ridiculous main event.
But that is another story. That is another example of a non-title story.
100%. That's a great one, too. It's a great one.
But I have to clarify. It has to take a lot of F5s and German suplex to put over down.
Yeah, it took him 5. He hit 5 F5s on fucking Monday, and he still almost got up. So I hit a lot.
So he no-sold 1 F5 at WrestleMania. It's like nothing.
Well, Brock hit 5 F5s. Blindside.
That is a sentence you just said.
And he almost got up anyway. Almost got up. Like, are you joking?
So that's what I'm saying. It's going to take a lot to put Oba down, and then it leads in the park net.
If you would do a Brock and Oba 3, then why make it last man standing?
That might not be a terrible idea. That might not be a terrible idea at all. Again, we'll worry about that when we get closer. Let's get to our.
That was just the thought.
Oh, no, that's fine. I wrote it down. That's a good point. That's a good point.
We'll come back to that after.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to our last match of the show. There's no official main event, but I'm assuming this is the main event of the show.
It's either this or the tag match.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is the main event because it makes sense. It is the Intercontinental Championship. Really?
I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that.
Penta defending against All Elite Page, which, by the way, had a fantastic segment of Cole on Monday. I was cackling when he handed the paper and they were critiquing him on how he's doing an interview. I was cackling. I was like, this is so stupid.
Doing this?
Oh, by the way, this is 25 years, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
He's in his 60s. Who's in his 60s?
He does not look like he's in the 60s.
He's out here weight training and everything. He's been training regularly. Him and his wife have been married for the last 30 years. But what I was gonna say was, All Elite Page did the WWE Now that night, and he did not stop. He stayed in character and stayed in the whole thing the entire time. He was picking on Sam and Megan during the interview. He was picking on them. Like, it was hysterical. Actually, I can see if he wins this belt. I can see this being the end of Penta's reign. I can totally see it. I know, not like, think how he won the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
Where he literally fell into the title. That kind of win.
They could do something with Javon and Rusev being involved.
Totally.
And then God, I still want that NXT. I get what they're trying to go for, but Sean Spears literally pulling out Trick for no reason at all. It's for Ethan to fall into the pin made no goddamn sense.
But Ethan falling into the pin was one of the best pins I've ever seen. It was the best heel pin I've ever seen.
It was just funny how you could see Sean Spears physically pull out Trick and not get in the ring for the count. I know in story it was Ethan supposed to win, but in logistic-wise, get in the ring!
But watching Trick struggle to get in the ring made it. It didn't make the visual made it, though. I see your point.
But no, it's just...
But anyway, back to this. Is All Elite winning?
Yeah.
That...
I'm kind of split this.
Taking your bias of how much you love the Penta. Take that out for a second.
Stop being Hispanic for 1 minute.
Take your bias out for 1 minute. That's all.
I'm kind of... I'm torn because my thing is, what do you do with Penta next?
Oh, God, he's torn.
Well, depending how him and Triple Mania, him and Ray are tagging together.
Yeah, but I mean, when...
He's fine. Oh. Penta will be fine. I'm not worried about Penta. Penta will be fine. Penta's way too popular right now for them to fuck him up right now. He's way too popular.
I think if you can...
Don't make him like his brother. Dear God, no. Ray got the short end of the straw. That's all I'm saying. It's shit. He got worse. He got a worse entrance, worse music, worse time on the card, lesser time than Royal Rumble than Penta.
But
and I think that's why they're going to so Penta can basically lift up his brother.
So
yeah, in that case, I mean, if you're going to do what's good for business is do a title change, put on each.
Well, I think it's the only time we're going to have on the show.
You know, and
oh yeah,
see what All Ego is able to do.
You know he'll do great. We all know he's good.
And yeah, is he going to ruffle some feathers? Yeah, but that's
him. That's him. He's a pure heel. That's a great.
He's going to give a note card to the announcer and have him say the goddamn thing.
You know it's going to be like that. Well, then who's doing that? And my friend who was doing that recently. In WWE, someone was doing it recently in WWE. I forgot who it was.
It wasn't John.
I don't remember. Oh, it was Cena. It was Cena. He was heel. He was having Mark Nash that whole crazy entrance before it became a thing with the crowd.
Yeah.
Remember? He handed Mark Nash the notes before it became a thing.
That
whole thing where he made Mark Nash do that spiel. That was Cena. Now, this was recent. Someone did it recently. Someone did it recently. All right.
So I can see all Ego doing that with the ring up for Raw.
Because the only other person I know does that is MJF.
Yeah, but Cena did it though during the end of it, during his heel run. That's what it was. So, all right, let's get out of here, guys. We're approaching 7 o'clock. I like to get wrapped up. So, we're going to close this. We haven't played this artist in a long time. Sky Daddy. She released an album this week, actually. Her album she actually released it with more tracks on it this week. So I'm going to play a song off of that. This is Halo by Sky Daddy. It's been a long time. We're going to play her on this. So, Christian, go.
Follow me at the Villains 867, the Villains on YouTube. I don't know when the hell I'm going to be streaming. I don't know. Probably this weekend. You can catch me there. I have no idea what we're going to be doing. As soon as I finish the Alan Wake event on Phasmophobia, I'm probably going to be streaming that by myself, most likely. Because the whole thing is event. It's more difficult to do with people than just by yourself. So I'm probably just going to stream that, get some content out of it. And then, yeah. I did upload a new video. It is a great final two. It's me and my friend Rage for 20 minutes. In the Elimination Chamber, the final two of us. Please go watch that. It was fucking fantastic.
Nice. I forgot to put the sheet up on here, so just how about Mark and remember. Go.
Hey, if you want to find, rate, review, and like us or comment, please comment. You can do it on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, iHeartRadio.
Like, Dave Blasted, how dare you keep on writing these notes for? This is writing these notes. Gosh darn it.
And other Marcus going on. What I'm doing. And other popular social media.
Anyway, good.
Go.
Who's up? Say where you find us. Go.
And you can find us at Generation Evolution 00.
Do not forget the 00. Get the wrong goddamn show.
That is for sure.
Real quick, find me at podlegend76.blogspot.com and find all my stuff there. I'll make it quick and simple today. On Friday, me and John Parker will be here to talk about Double or Nothing and this crazy show that's been put together, and hopefully we'll add 18 more matches on Dynamite tonight. Next week, we'll have a special guest. Tom Stout will be here next week. I talked to him recently.
This is the
Lucha de los Grandes.
Thank you. That is the Match versus Match, Grande match, finally happening.
Is it Los Grandes? Grande American?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
That's the general call it. Okay.
Yes.
And then the other, we'll have a class early next week.
You think that's the main event?
Oh, it better be. It better be. Oh, goddamn, it better be. There's too much hype involved. There's way too much hype
So
involved.
do you think it's going to be a whole thing where at the end of the match, whoever loses, the winner gets to rip off their mask, or is it going to be a traditional mask?
I don't know. We'll find out.
The loser takes off their mask.
I don't. Let's pause on that for next week's show. The third question.
Because I know it's a heated rivalry, but I get it's a gimmick, but for tradition's sake, the loser always takes off themselves.
But you know that I'm going to hear right here JBL like, this shit was Chad Gable all along. Oh, no. It's Chad Gable saying,
I did hear he's returning soon.
I've heard by the beginning of next month. Yeah. So there you go. So, all right, we got here. Here's all the room. We gotta go.
You never know. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for tuning into this fuck today. And thank you for joining us here in the Generation Evolution. I'm Christian.
I'm Mark. Love you guys.
Have a good day, everybody.
See you in the stands.
Thank you for joining us inside the Generation Evolution. We'll be back next week.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.